Good morning. My name is Dr. Claudine McAuliffe, and I'm the manager of the Behavior Department here at HAWS, the Humane Animal Welfare Society in Waukesha, Wisconsin. Joining me is Dr. Gretchen Yeager of Prairie Animal Hospital in North Prairie, Wisconsin, and we have my dog Diamond down here, who is a lovely prop that will distract everybody from what we're about to say. So this morning we'd like to have a conversation about nutrition, but more specifically how what animals eat can affect their behavior as well as their health. And as we go through our discussion, we're going to end up focusing on two specific nutrients, one of which is water and the other one is omega-3 essential fatty acids, and how the lack of those in our animals' diet can lead to health and behavior issues. What I'd like to get people to do is think about the fact that the brain also is an organ in the system, just like a heart or a kidney.
And it needs to be fed correctly.
Exactly, that's right, or it doesn't function optimally. The heart doesn't beat properly, the kidneys don't filter properly if they're not getting the right nutrition, and the brain doesn't produce the right emotional responses that we would prefer in given situations when it's not being fed properly. I'm particularly concerned as a behaviorist with two key nutrients, or I should say the lack of these two key nutrients in many animals' diets, and one of those is water and the other one is omega-3 essential fatty acids. With water, of course, what many pet owners feed their animals, cats and dogs both, is a dry ration.
Sure, because it's convenient.
Yes, very.
And it lasts. You don't have to worry about storage. But what have we done? We've taken out that water.
It's interesting to know that as far as water is concerned, with experiments that have been done on humans, as little as a 1 to 2% decrease in water content of body tissues via some type of dehydration, whether that's drinking too much alcohol or high altitude, exercise, whatever, can cause changes in emotional state. It can increase irritability, it can cause an inability to focus on the task. I've heard that it's much better to eat our water than drink our water because it goes into our systems in a much more measured way. And if we're eating foods that contain, let's say, 60% water, it more closely mimics the constituents of our own body, which makes it much more easier to digest and assimilate. Going on to omega-3 essential fatty acids, they do all kinds of interesting things in the body, but one of the things that is really, really important for behavior is that they make up the cell membranes in the brain, and they account for the ability of those cell membranes to operate very quickly in terms of firing impulses back and forth. And they make the brain cell membranes very plasticky. They're very, they're not rigid. They move very easily. And so they're able to send these impulses at very, very quick speeds all over the body, which is what we need for good nerve system conduction, and to allow us to do whatever our bodies are going to do, and also to allow our emotions and our mental processes to operate. So the two fatty acids that are often considered are DHA, which is docosahexaenoic acid, and EPA, which is icosapentaenoic acid. So if we don't get enough omega-3 fatty acids in our diets, our brain cell membranes get rigid, and they're not able to handle these electrical impulses as easily, and we can end up with anxiety conditions and all kinds of things just not working right. So it's really, really easy. Some of the stuff we're talking about can sound pretty complicated, but it doesn't have to be. It can be as easy as letting your dog's food soak up water before you feed it. Just, you know, you have a cup of food, you add a cup of water, you let it soak, and then you feed it to your dog moist. With cats, canned food is often a good option, yes.
There's more water left
in
that food when it's canned.
That's right.